Hello, everyone. This is Tim from Cleveland Baseball Fan 879, and this is a recap of game number 135 of the 2007 Cleveland Indians Stratomatic Mostly Advanced Replay. Today we'll be recapping game 135 and have hyper-fast scoring for the Red Sox and the Blue Jays, and I'll also throw in for the Seattle Mariners and the Oakland Athletics. All right, so the Indians come into this game at 64-70. The White Sox come into the game with a record of 57 wins and 78 losses. And the pitching matchup is Javier Vazquez for the White Sox and Paul Byrd for the Indians. Byrd came into the game with a 5-9 record, and in 130 innings pitched has allowed 62 earned runs, walked 20, and struck out 58, and had a 4.29 ERA. It looked good early for him. Sets the first six down in order. In the bottom of the second, some defensive miscues helped the Indians. Ryan Garco led off the bottom of the second inning, being hit by a pitch. That is Garco's 17th time he's been hit by a pitch. That's more than I could remember doing for a season replay. Kenny Lofton would single with 2 outs, and then Casey Blake came up, and a fly ball hit the fields, and he either lost it in the lights or lost it somewhere, and it fell for a 2-base error. Scoring from second is Ryan Garco. 1-0 Indians, and it would stay that way until the top of the fifth. Just as Byrd was cruising along, A.J. Pierzynski leadoff single, and then Jermaine Dye smacks a 2-run homer and gives the White Sox a 2-1 lead. And here comes the theme of the video. Would not last very long. Javier Vazquez, bottom of the fifth inning, Lofton leadoff triple, and Casey Blake hits one high, deep, and out of here. His 15th home run and 60th RBI gives the Indians, at the time, a 3-2 lead. And then 2 batters later, after an Asdrubal Cabrera single, Travis Hafner, who's all of a sudden gotten very hot and told Tim to shut his mouth about being so bad. That's 3 games out of the last 4 he's hit a home run. Home run number 25 and RBI number 81, and the Indians have a 5-2 lead. He thought that'd be pretty comfortable, but not so fast, my friend. Byrd started off the top of the 8th, a little dribbler out in front of the plate, and Kelly Shopik throws it past the first baseman, and Danny Richo reaches on an error, and possibly left in for one batter too many. Juan Uribe smacks a 2-run homer, and it's 5-4. And then Rafael Perez is brought into the game. You thought, oh, yeah, okay, not so bad. But Josh Field says, not so fast. He smacks a solo homer with 1 out in the 8th. And we are tied at 5. And Perez does settle down to finish off the 8th. And then Rafael Betancourt finishes off the top of the 9th. And Aaron Wasserman comes in the bottom of the 9th. Gets Peralta to strike out, and for the second time in a short period, Franklin Gutierrez with a walk-off home run. Yes, spoiler alert for if you have not seen any videos. I won't tell you what game it was, but I will tell you that it did happen. That is Franklin's 15th homer, 36th RBI, and gives the Indians a 6-5 win. Let's see if I can do line score pretty quickly. The Indians scored 6 runs on 6 hits. They committed 2 errors. So 6 runs, 6 hits, and 2 errors. The White Sox get 5 runs on 7 hits and no errors. All right, and so Betancourt gets the win. And he goes to 3-5 on the season, and Wasserman gets the loss. All right, and I'll be right back, and we'll get hyper fast scoring going for the Red Sox, the Blue Jays, the A's, and the Mariners. Timeout. Okay, then we're also going to roll for the Twins and the Royals. The Twins come into the game at 67 and 68. So they had a 2-game lead on the Indians. That's now down to a game and a half after this. So let's see if the Twins can pull this off. The Twins need a 3-6-3 or lower. The pitching matchup is Brandon Duckworth for the Royals against Carlos Silva for the Twins. So, yeah, 3-6-3 or lower, and the Twins will keep a 2-game lead. And a 1-1-4 will get the job done for the Twins as they go back to 500 and the Indians remain 2 games back. Okay. And your American League East race, and I'll include some of the National League West races when we get closer to clinching because they're not very close. The Boston Red Sox have a 3.5-game lead on the Toronto Blue Jays. The Red Sox are hosting the Orioles. Garrett Olson for the Orioles and Clay Buchholz for the Red Sox. And as soon as I find it, Boston getting the 666s, so we'll roll twice. I don't believe in automatic wins. So if Baltimore can roll 666s twice, then they will get the win. 1, 2, 5, and that's about indicative of the way it happens. So the Red Sox will get that win, and this will segue nice into the National League West race as the second place Blue Jays are playing the first place Seattle Mariners, and that is Miguel Batista for the Mariners and Dustin McGowan for the Blue Jays. This is actually a close game in real life, 2-1. Well, let's see how hyper fast scoring is going to rate this. They have the Blue Jays as a 6-1-5 favorite. So they have as a large favorite. So 6-1-5 and under, and the Blue Jays will remain 2.5 back. 3.5 back, sorry. They don't get the lucky roll this time, 3-4-3, and so the Blue Jays will keep pace with the Red Sox, and the Mariners, who led the division at 70 and 63, now 70 and 64. That is, 70 and 63 was 3.5 games in back of the Mariners. The A's are facing the Tigers at home. Justin Verlander against Dan Herron. And Oakland needs a 2-3-6 or lower to gain ground on the Mariners. And they will, 1-3-4. So they will go a game above 500 and cut that deficit for some. All right, so the next game for the Indians replay that I will do a full game on is game 136. Jake Westbrook against Jose Contreras. I will be doing the full game, and I will also be doing standings comparisons, and I will also be doing batting and pitching comparisons. So something to watch out for. All right, everybody, thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And if you've not already subscribed, hit the bell icon. You'll be notified of any new videos. And whatever games you are playing, please enjoy them to your fullest. Have a good day, everybody.